Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers being linked with familiar name once again on trade market. The Los Angeles Lakers have been linked to Portland Trail Blazers power forward Jerami Grant as a potential trade target this offseason. NBA analyst Jake Weinbach suggests a trade for Grant could involve the Lakers trading Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Cam Reddish, and a future first-round pick back to the Trail Blazers. In this scenario, the Lakers would have to give up several important assets from their team, particularly with Hachimura. Hachimura was a productive role player for the Lakers last season, averaging 13.6 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 1.2 assists per game. Cam Reddish and Gabe Vincent saw limited time on the court, but have promised if the Lakers were to retain them. The Lakers are still seeking a major offseason move after missing out on several big targets earlier this offseason, including Klay Thompson, DeMar DeRozan, and Paul George, despite being one of the final two teams Thompson considered. They are restricted both in terms of a limited amount of cap space as well as few strong players available on the market. Grant could prove to be a much-needed addition for the Lakers, and has been more productive than the trio the Lakers would give up in the suggested scenario. The 30-year-old NBA veteran is coming off one of the best seasons of his career, having averaged 21.0 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game for the Trail Blazers in 2023-24. He has averaged at least 19 points per game each of his last 4 seasons and would give the Lakers another scoring threat. If the Lakers managed to acquire Grant, it would be the 6th team for Grant, who has previously played for the Philadelphia 76ers, Oklahoma City Thunder, Denver Nuggets, Detroit Pistons, and Trail Blazers. NBA Insider hints Los Angeles Lakers are on verge of trade for star forward. The Los Angeles Lakers haven't done much after missing out on Klay Thompson earlier in the NBA offseason. However, the hope is that they are able to make a move for a difference-making player before the start of the 2024-25 NBA season. One player that the Lakers reportedly have their eye on is Jerami Grant. And there's at least one NBA insider that seems to believe it's a deal that will eventually get done. In a recent podcast, Zach Lowe made it seem that it's almost a foregone conclusion that the Lakers are going to land Grant at some point soon. There's a chance he was being a bit facetious, but, if nothing else, it does give off the sense that the two sides are interested in getting a potential deal done. Whether it ends up happening remains to be seen, but there are reasons for both the Blazers and Lakers to get something done before the start of the season. If the Lakers and Blazers were able to get something done, Grant would be a great addition to the Lakers. Not only would he help beef up the team's frontcourt and add another layer of versatility for the team, but he'd be an underrated help on the offensive end of the floor as a legit second or third option. Grant has always been known for being a strong two-way player. However, over the last few years, he's certainly made major strides on the offensive end that too often get overlooked. For a team like the Lakers, who very much have a need for another consistent offensive-minded contributor, Grant would be able to fit that role to a.t. Grant is coming off a season in which he averaged 21 points and 4 rebounds on 45% shooting from the field and 40% shooting from three-point range for the Blazers. At 30 years old, Grant still has plenty left in the tank and would give the Lakers the boost they needed heading into the start of the season. Would the addition of Grant alone make the Lakers a legit contender in the West? Who knows? At this point, though, it may very well be worth the gamble. Blazers uninterested in Lakers' former All-Star in Jerami Grant trade, report. One of the hurdles in the Los Angeles Lakers' pursuit of Portland Trail Blazers star forward Jerami Grant is their unwillingness to give up their 2 first-round picks. The gap could be more than that, as The Athletic's Jovan Buha reported the Trail Blazers also do not want the Lakers' D'Angelo Russell, the salary ballast in the potential Grant trade. I've heard Portland doesn't want D'Lo because they have a million guards anyway, Buha said on his podcast Buha's Block on July 26. So, it just doesn't really make sense for them. Buha added that the Lakers have been shopping the former All-Star point guard since he opted but Russell is among the group of the Lakers' trade assets that have neutral to negative value, according to Buha. Russell was the Lakers' third leading scorer last season, behind their stars LeBron James and Anthony Davis, averaging 18.0 points. He was also their best three-point shooter, hitting 41.5% on a high-volume 7.2 attempts. Yet his struggles on the defensive end have crushed his market value. That's why he opted into his $18.7 million player option rather than test free agency. According to Sean Highkin of the Rose Garden Report, the Blazers' asking price for Grant is the Lakers' 2029 and 2031 first-round draft picks. LA Daily's Anthony Irwin reported the Lakers have been unwilling to meet that price. While the draft pick compensation and Russell's inclusion remain the sticking point in the Lakers-Blazers trade talks, Japanese forward Rui Hachimura has some appeal to the Trail Blazers, according to Highkin. Hachimura will enter the second season of a 3-year, $51 million deal that will pay him $17 million this upcoming season. The 26-year-old Hachimura had a double-double in Japan's opening day loss to Germany in the Olympics with 20 points and 10 rebounds along with 2 blocks and 2 assists. He is coming off a career season, averaging 13.6 points on 53.7% field goal shooting and 42.2% from the three-point line in his first full season with the Lakers. Hachimura did not become a full-time starter for the Lakers until Jared Vanderbilt went down with a foot injury in February. The 6'8" Hachimura averaged 15.4 points on 57.5% field goal shooting and 44.4% from the three-point line in 39 starts. The Lakers were 3.3 points better per 100 possessions when Hachimura was on the floor during the regular season, per Basketball Reference. That changed drastically in the playoffs in their 4-1 loss to the Denver Nuggets as the Lakers were 5.3 points better when he was off the court. If the Trail Blazers insist on asking for the Lakers' remaining draft capital, they might as well ask for more than Grant to fill their other glaring need. Lakers' new coach J.J. Redick made it known he needs a big bruising man to ease Davis's defensive burden. Buha believes the Lakers' best path to grant Redick's wish is via trade. "I don't see that big man being out there in free agency," the Lakers reporter said on his podcast Buha's Block Mailbag on July 16. "It's probably going to have to be a player that they go out and get in a trade, and maybe they do one of these trades for one of these wings and they're able to rope in a big man." One of the trade ideas Buha floated was expanding the Grant trade talks. If they go and get a Jerami Grant, could they also get a Robert Williams in that trade? "So there are ways to lump in a big man," Buha said. "My understanding is again like it's on their to-do list, to get a big man, but they're also looking at these wings that can space the floor and can also defend multiple positions, and it seems like that has been the greater emphasis for them over the last few weeks, but right now, if that's 1A, this is 1B. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jerami Grant? Leave your opinion in the comments.